conversation on Love FM 105.1, Love TV Live, and on loveradioonline.com. If you're there, it's about time you share. Yes, go ahead and share the program on your telephone, and it's going to be quite interesting this afternoon on the afternoon conversation. This is where we take precious time to talk about those issues affecting us as a people and as a nation. Well, few days back, and just within 72 hours, we had a heavy downpour of rain, which caused flooding in all parts of the city. And most of the time, we point fingers to the National Disaster Management, which is clothed with the responsibility of meeting those who got affected. And like this morning, I also mentioned that another group has raised the issue of them being victimized by flooding, and those people are the ones in the agriculture sector. Yes, they also complain about being affected heavily by the heavy downpour of rain. What they've invested were all covered up by water. And few things. One of the major issues is that we hardly take off time to clean up our drainages. Others build in the alley. Some of them build in the waterways. Some of them go as far as going to the mangrove swamp and filling it up and building there. Imagine the shuffling military barracks. The entire back there is the Atlantic Ocean, and a certain part of that place being filled in by some unknown individuals. Let's hope the government there can pay some attention to that. I listened to the commissioner of Congo Town yesterday. He put out a message, he put out a warning that no one will be building right now in wetlands. And he have contacted the Liberian National Police to buttress efforts. But with limited resources ourselves, we the victims needs to understand that these things, we are the one directly affected. So the necessary thing we need to do, we should start taking precaution. Climate change is the major problem for these things, and so there's a way we can reduce some of these things. Building in the waterways, building in the alleys. We need to help to go to our community, clean up the drainages, and so forth, and so on. And all of these things will need collective effort. The government has her own part to play. You, as a citizen, also have your own part to play. So today is an open conversation. We'll be talking on some of the issues affecting us from our community level and to the national level. Martina Tuba will join us very shortly. She's in the back trying to update us with some of the happenings as they unfold. We will be bringing them to you, and she will join us shortly on our live feed. Another issue that affects us directly is cleaning up. Most of the drainages, we throw that directly in there, and once the water gets stuck there, yes, once the water gets stuck there, you highly get the flow of the water. If you should look in the drainages, what you will see there are just dirt. You see cans, you see bottles, you see plastics, and these are some of the major problem. And you know, water, once the water can get away where it should go, it will definitely find another way. Yes, another way to move. And these are things that we must try to avoid. And one is rainy, one is wet. Interestingly, you have the flooding taking place, then you start having waterborne diseases, and I'm not too sure most of us have the kind of funding, yeah, for that. To go to hospital now, you already have what you really want, and then you must go to your covers, raising children's school fees. You have to take care of them. We are African families. Most of us do not just have a kid. You have two, three. You have extended relatives to take care of. So one thing, let's try to keep the environment clean. It is important. Keep the environment clean. Gather some friends. If you have drainages around you, yeah, you don't need to be called upon by government or by even the community leadership. Years back, these were ways that the youth in communities used to make some money for themselves. Or you put your friends together, you wake up in the morning, you grab the cutlasses, the shovel, the chapia, and then you do cleaning up. But before further I go, let me welcome Martina. Martina Tube is already here. Martina, welcome to the conversation. Yes, she's already here. She's there doing some work in the back there. Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah, thank you for good afternoon to all of our listeners out there. Those welcome to take on the time. So, and contribute to the discussion and say we are always following Love FM. I want to say you are welcome to Love FM and we are here for you.
Okay, we'll move on. We were earlier on, we were talking about the issue of flooding, and there are a lot of factors that contributed to that are still contributing to flooding in the city. Some of the problem people build in the alleys, some people build in the waterways, the depths. You can imagine some of the drainages, you hardly see drainages, just and uncountable reasons. But I'd like for you to chime on it a little bit.
Yes, there's something like we Liberians in our own common way of saying it would be like if the government really we will be able to leave that place. But not knowing we can be there for like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, because we believe that the government will not be ready
Yeah,
right away.
right away.
So we decide, or we can just be like, there's our country, anybody can do
Anything, nobody checking.
So it is obvious that we see all of the things that people will build in the alley, and then there's no way for us also
To move.
to move. And at the end of the day, we will be the same person. So to call on the government, to call on our international partners to tell them, oh, we are appealing to you. Please come to our aid. Our kids are dying, they cold, we have nowhere to sleep. But our parents take the decision and they will not think about what happened next.
Yes.
Because it is something where before you take a step, you should know where you are going. Because if you don't know your direction, then there is no need that you leave.
No need. No need.
Because you must understand where you are headed to. So those that are living, on the alley and
in the waterways.
yes, yeah. And you see some people, some of us will go, we purchase a land and say, yeah, I don't think the agreement will be small. Let me take this place.
Sure.
I don't think the water will be on place. Yes, and then we will go in or deal with the dealer and then we purchase that place. Probably if the land's supposed to be sell for like
yeah
1.5, maybe paying a little 800.
800. Everybody wants cheap, so
yeah. You pay like 800, so you are already satisfied with that. You don't even need anybody to tell you say this and that. So like that, then we forget. And people always have that notion like government not able to pay everybody. Government will not reach to our side.
Our side, yeah.
The government can just break everywhere. Before development come, people must cry. So I think it is time for we Liberians to cry. So if you're on that way, that the alley or you're in the swamp and your place is actually being bad for you, just to shock you a little bit so that public work has embarked on their opening of the alley. So
the alley,
we're
yes.
going to talk more about that. but just choose to get cheap basically. And from do you know that people in Grand Chile County, at in Conoma district, they are also affected on this flooding.
The flooding,
I think
yes.
this year the flooding has affected us a lot. And what can we do?
Yeah, to avoid this
There's
embarrassment.
a natural disaster problem. There's a natural disaster problem. There's not a political problem.
Nothing. It's
But you
not.
can say, oh, so in Malasari town, we didn't see rain. In
Yeah.
our home, okay, we had time, we see rain. Or just have yeah. It's not like that. It's a natural problem. So we got to handle it with care and not being political to everything. Grand Chile County.
Imagine.
Grand Chile County. That place, that region, they're experiencing a huge flooding situation. Nima County.
Lima counties. I heard. I even heard from Banga, even Margibi, and one of the things I earlier on mentioned that the disaster management and people in looking at the farmers. The farmers are saying, but our cattle, our crops that we planted, all of the things, the water is causing embarrassment for them. Like those who are raising the cow, the chicken, you can imagine that's cattle farming.
But for how many people who are involved in so agriculture business or businesses are benefiting? How you and I like rice prices gone up? We'll be like, rice prices have gone up. Oh, no rice in the country. But don't forget, we have rice here.
Yes.
So those people product are not respected in their own land.
In their own, yes. And that's
Yeah.
that's a fact. That's a fact. These people plan these things.
It's not for pepper that we play here. Trust me, we're going to be waiting for people to come from India, from
Yeah.
China,
But bulk of the
to
pepper,
help us.
but Martina, bulk of the pepper we have on the market comes from Guinea. And all that will not be able
Yeah,
from
but
Liberia.
it's not
From yeah.
Our farming setup is different. This one went down outside here again, and I'll say the same thing. Those youth who found themselves in the shoes of Ambassador we are, a soccer star.
Yeah.
They have a dream. They say, oh, I want to be a footballer. I want the world to celebrate me. I want the world to know me. I want to show my talent to the world. What happened to that talent? Okay, we don't see, more youth get involved into agriculture because most people think that if you talk about agriculture, I mean, you have to go be playing, they're going to be playing potato grain,
Yeah.
and the cassava leaf, all of those things. But there are other people too, they are enough people, they don't even know how to play, and they just say, so people do paperwork.
People do paperwork, to just do agriculture proposals.
So what, because of them, now there's that time that they have their own president who is more involved, who work in that sector. He understands that sector. When he gave that particular sector of face,
yes,
that people will still reason to say yes.
To say yes.
I want to change my career course, and then I want to do agriculture.
I have seen the value of it, so
yes.
I'm leaving the medical field and go to agriculture. Yes, we are seeing doctors who at a certain age will do because journalists, some journalists.
Well, it's just like if I know, say, it's fun, it's the one who's to sit on the radio at the hour of 2 p.m. and I know I can make my way. All the fun I can call, all the fun can fill in for me at that moment.
Yeah.
So it gives hope to somebody, it gives hope to somebody who believe that this person can do it. I can communicate with this person. Yeah. So it's the case of the people who found themselves in the agriculture sector. They believe that President Buhari will do this.
Yes.
Will make us to believe that this particular sector is a sector that should move the economy.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things. Our land is rich.
Very fertile. Very, very fertile soil we have. Even
rich country, poor people, the mysterious Apeton. Why Apeton just stuck to a Facebook page? The man who swallowed all of Honorable Alexander Kumi's votes. He said rich people, poor country.
Wow, it reminds me of Sam Jackson. Rich country, poor people. And that saying comes from the kind of natural resources we have. And it is a fact. Liberia's problem has been with empowering her own people. That has just been a fact. We prefer giving permit to other people who will come and rob us, and then we look down on the librarian and say, librarian, but he no business. That is not true. That is not true.
From it go both ways that I can see. A foreigner doing business here, they can let go of $5 or even $10. But LeBron making let go of as far as $150, even LD or USD.
Yeah.
They can let go of it. So one of the reasons why you see foreigners will continue to lead us on the line of business in this country is because those people understand business and yet we are still behind. You will see, you will get to a store and then you tell the person who in our store, the store owner that I don't have 3,500.
I can give you
Can I get
3,000.
you 3,000? It just sounds like insult in their ears.
And that's something you're talking about that is true. But
do you know that if that was a foreigner's shop you're in, right? And you want to purchase that thing, you don't know how you pay that money or reach to 35 because
yeah.
they will be rapping you, they will be betting you. Oh, fine, you will forget or you will earn that money.
And
there.
that is lacking customer service.
Customer service. Another thing again that you can purchase from them. Why you begging them until you your very self will earn that money.
You spend that money without even feeding it.
You'll not feed it. But our people will get involved into businesses at the end of the day because they cannot. In the customer service is what we lack.
We're lacking.
At the end of the day, it will go down. So somebody said us they need people. People like those that are internet are doing business. Not everybody get a transportation to go to local council and get pepper. Go to bomb council. Other people can say, okay, I will come right light. But who is the person to trust to say and pay?
Yeah. That's another issue.
That's another issue.
The trustworthiness also plays an important role. A lot of people will want to credit, but how true are they to themselves to come back and say, I did credit this amount, but here is your money.
It's very difficult.
It's difficult.
You don't see that.
That's one of our major problems. We want to credit, but we don't want to pay back. And when you don't pay back for each time, you will be eating up your principal. How much profit do we have for an item now in this country? Another issue we also have, the Commerce Ministry has just refused to tell us the kind of businesses librarian must be able to do. Everything. We see Chinese people selling cold water and all in the country.
There's one thing I don't have problem. I come here. I follow with Indian man here. I don't have problem. Lebanese, I don't have problem. Any nationality, I can buy for you because we are the cost of our own price.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You see somebody taking rare off a rare Grand Bassa County. I think from here to Cameroon, it's 1,000 or 800 from some public vehicles. You pay like 500.
500, yeah.
You see somebody come, they will charge you 4 times the money.
4 times. We are going to look for extra profit.
Yeah.
Look for instances to inflict the problem.
And a lot of people complaining, oh, we are producing all in our own country. This way, you see China where they manufacture things are cheaper because they have the base.
That's the base. That's the base. You can go to the factory and buy it like the same way you buy it.
Every country is known for something.
For something, yes.
Country in this country,
have a special type of soil for growing certain crops.
So the moment you get to that place, I mean that everything you get there is cheaper.
Yes.
That place like a factory. But yeah, we do it our own way.
Our own way.
How will people believe in some other things? Some of our parents, our brothers, our sisters, they are up there and then they do photography business. They plan a photography in their homes. And you see, most people who are involved in the things are people who live in the swamp farm.
Yeah.
Within Maserati, those who live in the swamp that are doing that business, they can say when they come on that kind of gesture.
No.
Everybody, drastically will be dry. and you are doing it to yourself.
The bad trucks of sand,
How do
load
you
of truck,
feel
load
at
of
night
sand.
when you're sleeping? Before you open your eyes and then you find yourself floating over the water. The life of your kids.
And Martina, the worst scenario case about this, the Environmental Protection Agency, who should be checkmating some of these things, they just sit back there forever and allow these people to do whatsoever they want to do. And then, in the worst case scenario, the flooding takes place because, and this is not the first time. All of these places flooding is taking place now. It's only because of the degree it is happening. Or flooding had been taking place there before.
Yes,
It's not the first
time to be political.
Yeah.
That alone people, if they wake up in the morning, they say politics.
Since I heard about
sleep, they say politics.
Since I heard about Doe community, flooding has been taking place there. Since I've been hearing about it.
Yeah, that place called there's a place in Montserrat County, District 14. I know that place they always experience flooding or
so you should get prepared for these things. And when scientists come out and say climate change, that means a lot of things will change. The regular time you will have for dry season wouldn't be. The rains will be heavy. The sun will be.
Always sit at the back and look at everything, and they only go after when they hear someone at PKs, someone at company the company still. They see EPA running and they want to go there. That's why
the company.
EPA working.
Yeah, the company spill chemical in the other water. EPA
can release more than 5 memos.
And then you see the jacket.
Yeah,
the green vex.
The green vex on the street.
Are we serious?
Yeah. But fun. It is serious. It is something that we should talk about. Our brothers, our sisters, our fathers, our mothers, they are in a cold. Let me tell you something. Some land, your character they for me. There's not a liar dealers need to fool you. Because we can say, oh, really see on us, always add like, you know, that brother don't have a scientist. We doesn't. So I don't know what people say from the weather.
It was weather is
there. The real not falling yet.
October 15 kind of dry season.
So we and we are always the victims of our
beliefs too causes our problem. Seriously.
Of course. There's no one living in the swamp. There's no more. Like when I used to live in rehab down my area in the swamp. So evening, dry season, all the people all I know just come. I don't even know where they will come from. Just be ready.
And putting no trucks up.
At times, in dry season, I thought they bring it for 3 days.
4 days.
So you be there on the confident. How do you feel that when you wake up in the morning, you are shivering? Your kids have nowhere to play.
And that's the saddest part.
The children, they just turn their back.
And that's the saddest. That's the saddest part about it. The children, the other age ones.
You parents,
you made.
Always sick. You continue to make the same mistake. As we said, that's why they're buying land in the swamp again.
In the swamp because it's cheap.
Yes.
Just because it's cheap. And Martina, I will tell you the disadvantage about it. Once a house is built in a wet land area, it is more expensive than buying on a dry land. You will see the catch. Yeah, because for every 2-3 months I will pass, you will need to do some renovation on that concrete. No matter what kind of concrete you put there, you will need to do some kind of renovation. Either the paint on the wall will start slipping off, or the walls will start to get affected by the water. But we don't consider those things. You have to buy trucks full of sand. Sometimes your little money you think you keeping it for something else. If you just keep that money and say I will buy my dry piece of land, you can build your house there directly without even filling in. The money using to fill in, you could buy extra materials to build your house. But sometimes when you go and ask for the land, they tell you say maybe 4,000, 2,000, 3,000, depending on the location of the land. you say it's too expensive. I won't buy my $800 land. And
Yes.
you got to fit in a swamp, considering then you should consider the load of sand you would need or the load of dirt you need to fill the swamp.
And right now, the popular work, that's why they are faced with internal conflicts. Because everybody feels that they too know. Everybody feels that they have their own way of doing things. Everybody feels that the president appointed you, likewise the president appointed me too. So you have no business.
That AV commander brought the problem.
Yeah.
But I can't work with
this should be a way that those who sit at the back to picture that image and say there's a national disgrace to the Liberia Justice Enforcement Agency.
Yeah.
Looking at A.B. Kroma, who was part of the police. Now he went to the LDEA. There
was certain part of the society who protested and said, no, President Parker, we don't want AB there.
Yes.
AB will not do well.
But
we understood like having a political undertone.
Alone is a brand.
It's a brand.
It's a brand by itself. The moment you hear about AB Kroma, it's a brand. Nobody has to tell you that.
And Martina, one thing I know about AB, no security personnel in this country understands the street like AB Kroma. So when he went to that, when he was appointed to that position, I expected a lot.
Children, every dog will start to get clean. Yeah. I expected a lot. To get clean. So those in the back should have no better. When you said there's a national disgrace. Because that particular place, LGEA, is one of the areas where I have donors.
Donors send their money there.
To fight against justice in the country. Public access to the same thing. Everybody is a boss. The president appointed you, the president appointed me, so you have no rights.
No rights.
Everybody too smart.
I can't work for you.
You said the Congress of Democratic Change, they have no poor people. I know somebody in Congress of Democratic Change that I can ask him if something wrong with him because of the degrees.
But who else will appoint you there? Somebody.
And we all agree that sedition does nothing. So you're who the Unity Party people, the people bury you and say you know the work, just say you don't do the work.
And you better.
But you guys are fighting among yourself.
Fight. Everyone wants to prove their degree. So
everyone wants to prove. What you want? My mom always said, she said, no, you want to show.
Yeah. So you thought.
Want to prove.
And you know, Martina, the embarrassing part. As soon as you thought, he said, go Google my name. Yes. You'll see my CV.
I'm a US trained.
Yeah. Just go Google my name.
You don't know me. And the president called me.
I'll give you the woman hard time.
We have to put our country first before we talk about ourselves. If we cannot put our country first, we will continue to be where we are. Fun. That's why I will continue to say each time I talk about internal conflict, I will continue to bring out the history of war in this country. If those people who committed the acts to bring war into this country, if they are not prosecuted, people will continue to do the same.
Do the same.
For the period of almost 4 to 5 months, the president cannot bring reports to tell us what went wrong at LDEA. Yet disaster management going through the same thing. Yet public work going through the same thing. Who does? Road
fund is going through it also.
It's the same thing.
Every part of the federal ministry, someone is saying, I can't work with it, but did you appoint
what are we celebrating in the first place? What are we celebrating?
You are called to service. And then you say you can't work with someone.
And you see, all of those people who are into this fight, they are all mature people that we need.
Yes.
That's supposed to give the rescue mission a better face that opposition, Liberians, and other world witches can sit and say yes.
But everyone is fighting for themselves. That is embarrassing.
We are discussing natural disaster. Natural disaster is what we are discussing. So you think if the government to donor funds to the government of Liberia, render support to those whose homes have been wiped away by the flood, and the government show up for them and settle them, do you think they will want to abandon this government like that? They'll say no.
No.
I went few years ago, I went upon my own land. They took it away. They took the whole thing away, everything break down. For the government thing to me, they settle us in the old place here, so we are here. Right. So for this reason, I will vote this government.
If you
got a hand of applause for the National Disaster Management.
And Martina, one thing these guys, I hate to say these guys, some of the appointees uh, don't understand. You may not have the chance to work in the next government because what I'm sensing, if the coalition for democratic change do come back to power, it's an X for you. If and what's the group name?
Who's that?
Mr. Kumis and his group come to power. That's a serious,
And
that's not serious question mark. If any other group now should come to power, I don't see
and
you
this will be
having the
this will
opportunity
be
to
one
serve.
of the door movement or movements of the Unity Party. You have power for 18 years.
Yeah,
You did nothing.
you did nothing.
You see, Mother said this time she had her own people, but now you are the people that is in President Baka government, and you cannot do anything.
90 to 85%.
Liberians are waiting for the road connectivity.
90 to
People want to
85%
come to town.
of you
The
work
people throwing blood to public work.
for fighting there every day.
Prince Tama and that Ronan G's. Everybody wants to be a boss. Where are we heading? They want us to sit there every time we clapping for Unity Party. I'm afraid.
We expected a lot, man. A lot. We shouldn't be going through this. To be quite honest with you, this should have been the last thing we should be talking about. And let's hope if President Boga should return by the weekend or anytime soon, that must be his first priority.
Yeah, look at some other things.
There must be shaking, rearrangement, there must be sacking. Because in 9 months, you have lost focus. Not just in 9 months, you have lost focus. And then someone wants to tell me that you came for a rescue mission. You can't convince me. There's nowhere in the world you can convince me that you came to rescue someone and then you started fighting that you can't work with anybody. You undermining your very self.
You are.
You undermining yourself.
Our people need to understand that their leader said no business as usual.
As usual.
Get ready for the work. Get on your feet. As a government official, get on your feet. Tell the Liberian people why the president elected you for. To the work of the Liberian people. Public work, internal conflict. LDA, internal conflict. Disaster management, internal conflict.
Everywhere, just everywhere. And the most embarrassing part, this is happening when the president is going out there and trying to make the country look good.
Yes.
And in our age of social media, these things are not hiding, my people.
Anything you want to know about Liberia, all you need to do just put your internet.
That's all. You can be
anything you think about.
All you need is just a smartphone and a data. That's all. But these people who were appointed, I don't know whether they are getting what they're doing. I don't really understand.
Yes.
You think 6 years are forever? You want to ask your other friend?
You have a tax to do that bring people while you are fighting.
Ask your other friend.
We will talk to ourselves and we will talk to you. Right now, public work is in District 10. They are opening the alley. A lot of people crying.
Yeah.
Because they are telling when we buy it and they will say, oh, this place is not a comment land.
I just hope public works could do this all in the city. When you're in the alley, break it. Yes. It belong there, break it. Because this is the same problem we had when we had the dry season, when we used to have the incidents of fire. Even getting water bucket to some places is impossible. Just a bucket of water. Some community you can hardly access a bucket of water to the front door because the way the houses were built and structured. How will you be a house? Somebody front door that your bad door, somebody window. Yeah.
And I know people in District 10, they are crying. And when I listened to the minister last week, he said, the house will call me. I will not speak. They will talk to me. I will not listen.
But
I will break down houses. because the notice has been served to everybody. And we are giving them a lot of time to think about it. So no crocodile test will hold us. So if you are in, if you know that you are staying on the island, you have to leave that place. And you know, we Liberians would like to play the victim's role.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can like right now you see some people crying terribly that it was not to my knowledge. Oh, this and that.
You
Oh, that come to our aid.
follow excuses.
Yes. They will come and follow excuses. That's what we're saying to you. If you know that your house or you got more than 2-3 houses, you know somebody can take the landlord or landlady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pay. They pay money. They pay me smoking that no money. They pay for the government.
Yeah.
The government know you.
I think landladies then.
Some people get traffic from you. Yeah, I don't want money. They place. They check out give my small thing more and you pay $10, $15. Some people paying that money because while they need place to sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes the decisions that we take is what make us be where we are. The decision we take today or tomorrow, it leads us to our future. We have to know some of the things. You don't just talk because you want to talk. You don't just take decision because you want to take decision. Because tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, there will be no going come.
No.
You always hear people talking, I regret.
Yeah, if I had known.
If I have known. Never again.
That word is an insult.
If I have known.
Why wait till we regret like that?
I'm regretting. Well, like, sometimes make a decision that will help you. Think about your children.
Think twice.
I always think the younger ones. See, the lady was lying. She was lying in the water right to her house.
And the younger ones are the real victims.
Her house got flooded and then she fainted in the water. I still don't understand that. To tell you how traumatized she was.
She was, yeah.
But can I ask a question? Is that a dry lake?
Yeah. How does this place look?
How long
when it's rainy season? Because other countries.
Because you have to prepare yourself that when rainy season is coming, you see other countries, if rainy season is coming, they cut down, all of the trees. They clean up the yard because they want to see things.
Make sure that the drainages are well clean.
Yeah.
People prepare for those things. Not like you and myself can just happen.
Oh, we were just see the way the weather is looking like this. I will pack all of the things then on the wall behind the door. They will pack it behind the door yet.
And you know, some of them last year they really warned some of them. Some of them were in the water. You know what they did? Some of them were brave to the extent they got blocks. They put it there on it. And after a few times they say, that dry season here now. But every time the rain will get heavier than before. Just imagine yesterday in Monrovia. Yesterday rain in Monrovia. That was very, very heavy. Consistent heavy rain.
Yes. No stop.
Don't stop.
So what we gonna do, little ones?
And imagine now
if you babies, I'm always
Imagine if you were somewhere and you just couldn't come back home and all of your children, you left your children home. And then that flooding take place. You know what will happen? Do you know what will happen?
Don't think about tomorrow. Now that public work has embarked on or opening the alley. If you are listening to us, you have to be prepared because the minister said that he will not listen.
He will not listen.
Your house will call him. Your lawmakers will call him. He will not turn up to that cause.
I want to concern.
Yes. So if you are listening to us in the radio line or on our live stream, one thing I want to tell you that
if you know you are in the alley,
please, and you know that you receive notice for public work, please leave the alley and locate with your
public work will go and mark the area and all.
And somebody will repeat the area.
They will repaint it.
Public work has a mark. Every community, every area, public work, they have a map, a road map to that whole district or community. that can tell them. So even if you pay your own house,
They don't know.
the people will still know.
They know.
They will know that that particular place is funny alley because the next person who know Aaron I was mad, the person say, okay, it's government rules.
Yeah.
I have to obey.
Yeah.
So let me do the mark there. So they will come for you. That's why I continue to say people
please don't call right now.
Open it now. We'll open it now.
Please don't call now. Please don't call now. We'll have to go for a break just before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people commit a crime and there is no punishment for them, another group will come from the other side. They will do the same thing.
They will become to nurture the crime.
Then you see some people want to sympathize with those who commit the crime. I try to understand that burn people a little bit, but they are difficult to understand.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah, some people say every day they make him on money, make him on power. But at least they make it come to all the men, speak to all the men. It's not like that they make it after Chris.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody is 55 years old on today, but they don't know their power, they don't know their man. But you are seeing people celebrating those warlords. People are celebrating it.
You call someone a hero.
You call it then your leader. You call them your teacher. You call them your mentor. We are talking about somebody who is traumatized because of the gun sound. They are not normal. They were mad doing the war due to the gun sound in their ears. They are walking, talking by themselves. Their family don't know them again. But yet we are hearing those people who make us to be like that. We are hearing them.
Okay, folks.
Government come and go.
If you just,
so you have to know it.
Okay, if you just join us, this is the afternoon conversation on Love FM 105.1 Love TV Live. And shortly we will activate the lines. We're talking a wide range of issues this afternoon on the conversation. Martina Tukwe Fanfumba, and it's the weekend's presentation of the program. Let's now go to our commercial, and this program is powered by Lone Star Cell MTN. And I lose the announcement here. You know, man, I seen the announcement, I seen lose that.
No. Moses. Now that one Luis.
Everybody get that here. She sold the Kofi family and now the passing of the beloved Elizabeth Kofi for which occurred on Friday, September 20 after a brief. So Lady Elizabeth Kofi died at age 72. She was married to the late Harrison F. Cooper and survived by 5 children. Later Cooper. Our whole Kings everything is what I see it. This said it. I only ABC running show on there. Real show, sir.
Yeah. But I know supporting the people.
Yeah.
Who pumping in the money?
The coverage said I'm ready full like freedom. We don't still got coverage for it. Na classe ina. Não foi que um laptop.
Why be the cast in? The cast in? Choice. The cast in at the interview. Oh. God. I'd rather be like you, Eddie.
Moses.
Why you getting that announcement?
I thought we have Obi there. I seen something like today.
About tomorrow na opening
Oh, three,
about you chat.
Three? Yes. So far, I'm going to away.
Eh? Tomorrow opening na you chat. Eh, Obi?
You're busy. Oh.
Ah. I pray the person having power. Same on the mother. Yeah, thank you, yeah. I'm just let people.
I know, I know.
Thank you.
Let me catch it. Obvious.
No, but you finish?
Continue.
No, for the way not for.
But I know what I said. If I just look at the city there, huh?
No, but for let's squeeze in one for to get in the program quick. We're going to just be the people in town for that. Moses will be free. Now, one person will see me.
So welcome back to the afternoon conversation. We can just take few more calls because shortly we'll link up the Liberia Broadcasting System to bring you the Lone Star Cell Whistle Wassa campaign. Shortly we'll do that. So 0778665073 087 105 087 665 087 105 105. Those are the numbers you can call now. Just two calls. We can squeeze in and then we'll move on for the Lone Star Cell Whistle Wassa campaign that is on right now. 0778665073 087 105 105 0778665073 087 105 105. And shortly we'll go for the Lone Star Cell Whistlewasser campaign that is already in progress. 0778. And so you can talk on any of the issues we talked about. Yes, you can talk about any of the issues we talk about. I'm getting word that the OB is already on. So shortly we'll be wrapping it up. Yes, never mind for Friday afternoon conversation. Monster gotta do something different. And they need to, our business department all need to talk behind the scenes. 0778665073 or 087 105 105. Martina, I think we can wrap up.
Yes, due to time we can wrap up on the program. It was good sitting here to talk or to keep you informed that the Popular Work has embarked on opening the alley. So there is a public service announcement and to get you informed that if you're on an alley, please leave the alley. Please find somewhere better that you can be and start out yourself with your family because there is national issues, the national concern that one must be aware and take action against. So it was good sitting on the afternoon conversation. The name remain the same. I'm Martina Nenning Superficial. He called me Tina.
Okay, so have a great weekend. Shortly, we'll link up the Liberia Broadcasting System to bring you